heap of cows on the side of the road. That's a bit dangerous. Whoa, hold up. These guys haven't got a lot to eat. Hopefully soon they get some rain. Oh, here's the cattle ahead sign, so they've moved a bit from there. Nobody's watching them. Desperately need some food. Poor little fellas. Done the right thing though and put them out on the side of the road, but get some of the grass there. It's not much in the paddocks. Still more of them up here. Thought that might have been the end of them back there. There's the other sign there, so still keep an eye out in case there's some more up here. There's a fair bit more grass there for them to eat. Well, temperatures are much better today. I think Texas is going to have a top of 33 and Stanthorpe is going to be a top of 23. So I've put my adventure jacket on today and I'm heading over to Stanthorpe. I'm going to go in and check out the Sundown National Park. It was over a year ago I went in and it was in winter and the daylight hours were short, so I sort of rushed that trip a bit. This time I've got a bit more time to have a look around and see what else I can find. It's overcast as well, as you can see, which is absolutely perfect riding. It says that no rain for Stanthorpe or Texas, so it might just be a lovely overcast day. For all you road bike riders, we've got some beautiful twisties through here. Just got to keep an eye out for the wildlife, that's all. I've changed the sprocket sizes on the Yamaha. So this is the 2012 WRF 450. I've got a 15 tooth front sprocket and a 49 tooth rear, and that will comfortably sit on 100 kilometers per hour on your GPS. No worries at all. A few years on Yamahas, from 80s, 125s, 252 strokes, WR 400, then went to a new YZ 252 stroke in 2008. 2012 I bought a brand new WR 450, same as this one. 2016. I then upgraded to the anniversary model, the yellow and black WR450. Beautiful bike. Love that. And there was a change of bikes then to try a few other ones. The reason why I changed, I wanted better fuel range, still wanted to keep that reliability. And the DRZ400 ticked all the boxes for the reliability, the accessories I could put on the bike to do more adventures. Then Mrs. Yowie wanted to come along, so bought a V-Strom 650. That didn't have enough ground clearance for my liking, plenty of power. So I went to the Africa Twin. Absolutely beautiful, love that. And then Mrs. Yowie couldn't ride with me anymore, so due to sciatic nerves playing up, so I decided to downsize again. So, well, I've read a lot about the DR650, I'll give that one a try. And to be honest, I do not like the DR650. Yep, the ergonomics, seating, foot pegs, a whole lot of things I didn't like on that. So I was happy to get rid of that. In that interim, I have tried the Husqvarna TE450. That was really nice. The Honda CRF 250L, a great little bike. Just needed a bit more power for my liking. So I also had the DRZ400 again. That's the one I've still currently got. Sold off the 250L and purchased the WR450 again. I was actually looking for a 2016 or 2017 model WR450. I just liked that because it had a sight glass for the oil, it already had thermofan. The starting issue was fixed, so there was no like touching the button a couple of times to get the air fighter prime for it to start. Everything was on point. And power wise it just felt zippy straight out of the box. So when I couldn't get one in my price range, I thought, bugger it, I'm going back to the older one, the 2012 to 2015. So I was happy to go back to the 2012. I had put mine through hell when I had it. I was doing lots of trail rides, rock hill climbs. I had put it, the very first trail ride I did on it, I put it upside down in a creek bed and had to end it wheels to handlebars to flip it to get it back out of the creek bed that I went into. And I got it back up to the top, sat on it, turned it on, hit the starter, the thing fired up straight away. I was like, that is bloody awesome. So not only had it been put into a creek bed, it had been dropped, flipped. I then rendered it over the handlebars, going down a steep embankment, hit a rock and it flicked me over the handlebars and I'm on my back on the ground watching the bike somersault over the top of my head. And I think all I damaged was a mirror Again, picked it up, fired straight up. They also put a 12.5 litre fuel tank on it and a recluse clutch, and that made it a force to be reckoned with. There wasn't anything that it couldn't do. Now, I had also tried the KDM 300s. Had two of those. They're nice in their own way. Probably getting a bit of vibration in my voice. The road's a bit rough here. Really good for tight, gnarly stuff. Very good bike. But I was doing a bigger adventure ride on one of those. It was a 2-day one with a group of people, and we're in some pretty gnarly hilly country, and the back brakes overheated. I was about to go over a steep embankment and I touched the back brakes. Oh, there's a heap of emus over there. Touched the back brakes and I had no back brakes. So I bend the bike to the left hand side before I could go over the embankment, and the rear brakes were red hot. So I end up using water out of my water bladder to cool the brakes so I could have back brakes again. You know, all my years of riding Yamaha, I'd never had a problem with back brakes overheating and giving up the ghost on me. For me, that scared the shit out of me, and I didn't want that to happen at any random time on a ride. So I was happy to go back to something else.